SHOT Show 2017 at the Valken Tactical booth with Mason. How you doing, brother?
Hi, doing great. Thank you.
Good. Where are you at?
All right, I'm out of Colorado Springs.
You're out of Colorado, but the company is?
It started in New Jersey. We got places all over the place. We got some in San Diego, we got some in Montreal, the UK. So we're a worldwide company.
You've got tentacles around the globe.
We try. We try to be accessible and available to all of our customers and consumers. We do have a nice warranty program, so if anything goes wrong with any of our products, send it back to us and we fix it.
And they can go local. They can go more local than having to go to one specific location.
That's the idea, yes.
Okay. What's the background on Valken?
Valken started off in paintball, so we do have some very competitive paint in the industry, and we cater to the paintball community by providing some of the best products out there by partnering up with companies like Dye to give our sponsored players access to what we think is the best stuff on the market. So you don't have to run just Valken paintball stuff. We like to give the best of the best.
Okay.
So we make the paint. Somebody else might make a good marker, but we're a team.
So you have sponsored games?
We do have sponsored teams. We have sponsored games. We do a lot in paintball, and we're getting into airsoft. Nowadays, we've been in airsoft for the past couple of years, and we're stepping up our game with this rifle right here.
Now, quick question. Do you pay your sponsor? How do you pay? How well do you pay them?
I can't talk on the sponsorship program, unfortunately. I'm a technician here with airsoft.
I'm actually just joking with you.
It's okay.
Yeah. I mean, is it a well-paying job?
I'm learning.
You're learning.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go. So now you started off in paintball, gaming, then you got into airsoft. The company did,
The
rather.
company did.
Okay,
That's
and
correct.
so we've got some of these. These would be called gaming type models?
These are battle machines. These are entry-level airsoft rifles. On the inside, they're similar. They're all very much the same. They actually got our version 2 reinforced gearbox system in there, but they look different, all kinds of different looks. This is just 3 examples. Some of the newer ones we're coming out with, but our very popular ones, the TRG, have it. Oh, they stole it from me. That's okay.
No, that's okay. Yeah, we got a magazine. We got a magazine rest. It's about
imagine it right here. No.
So now these are not air powered. These are air driven, and I may be using the wrong terms.
No, it's
but
fine.
These are gear driven or
correct. The term is AEG, or automatic electric gun. You put a battery here in the stock. It turns a motor in the grip, which cycles a series of gears here in what's called the gearbox, and there's a piston that cycles back and forth, either semi or full auto, to propel the plastic 6mm BBs out the barrel at velocities over 300 FPS, usually 320, 330, or up till maybe 400, depending on the barrel length.
Now, is that variable dependent upon the battery source and the power level of the battery?
The battery source actually affects how fast it cycles, but as far as how fast the BB exits the barrel, that has more to do with compression, the tightness of the barrel, the length of the barrel, and the stiffness of the spring you're using to power the piston.
So it just basically affects the cyclic rate?
Yes, the cyclic rate is affected by a higher voltage battery.
Okay, very good. Now, generalized price point on your, you call it battle machine?
Yeah, these are the battle machine line. Some of these are going to be around the 150. It's going to be the sub $200 price point. Some of them are closer to maybe 180. Some of them are closer to 130 or even $100 on some of our more basic models. And on the inside, they're all version 2 reinforced product. They do have aluminum inner barrels. They've got all metal gears and nice metal bearing on bushing, on the motor for wear resistance. And they're all backed by our 1-year bulletproof warranty.
Okay.
So if something goes wrong, I fix it.
Right. Oh, you fix it.
I fix it. I'm the
You're
guy.
the guy who fixes it.
I'm one of them. We got a few.
One of the guys. Well, you probably have to have a few guys. So now you've got something new that's entry level right now.
Yeah. No, this is actually more
and
mid-level.
I'm sorry. I misspoke.
It's
not
okay.
Entry level. I didn't mean it. You've got something that's new. It's not currently available. It will be available soon. Possibly.
Yes.
I think you said April.
April, May is what we're gunning for here.
April, May 2017.
Correct. This year, April and May of this year. This is called the Alloy Series. So it's all metal as opposed to all polymer on the other ones. This is a real steel rail. You can put another real rail on it. You may. I'm gonna grab another one. Or actually, you got it?
Yeah,
okay,
it's pretty pretty close. But weight is very very close.
It's gonna come in 3 different lengths. We're gonna have a 7-inch rail with a 6.5-inch barrel, so it hides a little bit more. A 10-inch, and then also a 15-inch. And it's going to be either M-Lock compatible or Key-Lock compatible. Then the rail goes all the way across the top there. It comes standard with these flip-up sights. So that's a lot of fun right there. And the internals on these babies are way better than our battle machine line. You will pay a little bit more. It's still going to be sub $300. This one that I'm holding is actually going to be closer to $250. That's MSRP.
Okay.
Now on the inside, you've got bearings on the motor, so it runs smoother. You do have bearings on the bevel gear, so again, it runs smoother.
So the motor is in the grip?
Yep, the motor's right here in the grip. The battery again goes in the stock, turns the motor in the grip, and that cycles the gears. The gears are made of a better steel and they're thicker. They're SHS, which is a good gear company. SHS gears, excellent shimming. The piston has a full metal rack of teeth, so where the battle machines will be mostly polymer teeth, this one's full metal. It's going to be much better at wear resistance. The inner barrel on this one is aluminum, but on the 15-inch and the PDW, the inner barrel is actually steel. It's a steel inner barrel. It's more rigid. That means it vibrates less, gives you more accuracy and shot-to-shot consistency.
And it's going to give you a more realistic weight as well.
A little more realistic weight, yes. Now this does not have a simulated recoil system in it. The bolt does lock back, so you can adjust your hop up, which is how you stabilize your BB, and then you can press the bolt release, it slaps forward. That's fun. The best thing about this gun, though, I would say, is the micro switch trigger. So if you imagine you have like micro switches in your keyboard and your mouse, this is just a super beefed up version. So it has the brake and the reset, brake and reset, brake and reset, just like that. So it's very crisp and very, very corrosion resistant. It's brass, copper, nickel plated, and they're more like buttons. So even if they get entirely blackened with carbon, it will still transfer energy there.
Another little side note is you've got a very realistic forward assist here.
Right, now that is non-functional, but it is spring-loaded. I got a little bit stuck right there, yeah. Again, these are just prototypes. We're still working out a few of the kinks, but it is spring-loaded, so you can, if you wish, engage that.
Yeah, if you were running training, using this as a training device. Yeah.
This is a mil-spec buffer tube, so you can put whatever you want on it. It just comes standard with the crane stock right there. I believe that's the real deal. The castle nut does come off as well, and the wires will run through the back here. I can pull that off and show you. That's where the wires are, and you would store the battery actually in the stock. And we offer some few stock variations as well. A few different stock variations. You do have metal sling retention points. And yeah, it's a very durable and robust system. The pins, the body pins themselves are retained. So you try to pop those out, you can slide the upper off, and they won't fall and get away from you.
Okay. Interesting. Now you've also got you've got a mount that recharges the system.
Correct. So if you've got maybe a rental fleet at a field, or you have a bunch of airsoft guns, you want to swap them out really quick, or just have a nice convenient place to store it and charge it at the same time, we've got this stock right here. And you store a battery in here, and it actually has a charging port on the back. And you can buy it with just the stock and then a wall charger, a smart charger that plugs in, or you can get the base. This is the stock dock. So you see it's got a little metal contact right there that engages with the stock, and when this is plugged into a wall, it's now charging. It has a smart charger built into it, so it will stop charging your battery once it's fully charged, vastly reducing the risk of fire. And if you need to replace the smart charger, that's possible just by undoing these screws, taking it off. You can use one of our smart chargers, plug it right back into it. So it's very versatile, and it serves as a rifle stand as well. It's nice for, again, banks of guns.
Price point on this?
I believe it's going to be around the $60 price point, and that's, again, for the end user.
Right. Okay, very good. Anything else new for, and these are available now? The docking port?
These will be available soon. I don't have the release date on them, but definitely this year. We debuted the idea last year, and now it's coming more to the end stages. Fruition is the term. Thank you.
There you go.
We do have this stock right here. Now this is more geared maybe for a gamer, an airsoft gamer, somebody who plays airsoft recreationally, because it holds a ton of batteries. So you can fit 4 batteries in here, whereas you can only usually fit 1 in a normal stock. It's got that, as well as, got the wires all bunched up, a patented release system. So you know I have to pull down on the lever to get it off the buffer tube. With this one, I flip that forward, and it slides right off the buffer tube. I flip it back, and it's locked.
Oh, very
so
good.
We're carrying this from Marins. We're very excited about that one.
Outstanding. And it looks like you've got a whole variety of other carrying bags, uniforms, etc.
Do you want to talk about gas pistols at all?
Yeah.
We do have gas blowback pistols, which is an excellent training device. Let me come around this way, grab this one. So, this functions as far as how it cycles, just like the real deal. Every time you pull the trigger, this will cycle back.
Yeah.
You may. That'll cycle back and load and chamber a new round. And when you're out of rounds, it locks back, and you may insert a new magazine. The magazine's where your power supply is. So this is either CO2 or green gas compatible.
Okay.
So you put the CO2 or the green gas in the magazine. That's what powers it. Pop, 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 pop. You get that blowback action.
Get a very not exactly realistic, but very
not
similar.
Nearly as much. It's not nearly as stout.
It's not going to be possible.
But
and weight is similar.
Weight is
close.
designed to be very similar.
Yeah. Not well. Depending on an alloy frame. Yeah.
Right. As well as, if I may, takedown goes almost exactly the same as it would on your real deal.
On a real 1911.
Pop that off, take the bushing out, slides out the front,
all that stuff. The internals are very, very similar.
Yep, except for, of course, the air nozzle right there.
Right.
That's where the gas goes in and it pushes the BB out the front.
Okay. And so, you've got this available in a 1911 frame.
1911 and an M9.
An M9 and...
And a 1911 high kappa, if you will.
Yeah.
Of
Price point on these?
Price point on these is going to be about $140 for our more expensive ones, closer to $110 for the less expensive ones.
Okay.
These all come up with Teneo Koba upgraded internals on them. This is a KJW pistol. KJW is a very renowned airsoft pistol manufacturer.
Okay.
And so we're working with them now to produce this high-end product.
Very good.
Yeah.
Good. Well, Mason, anything else that, is there anything that is perhaps in the pipeline that we would be looking at
Eye
being
protection,
seen next
helmets, gloves. We do have some, our laser cut
Actually, I was talking
system.
about R&D stuff.
Oh, R&D
we might be
stuff,
looking
gotcha.
at in a year or two.
We do have a few secrets coming. I can't say anything, but we do have some excellent. I can't. I'm sorry.
I'm going to apply you with some good IPA.
No, I can't do that.
What's your favorite adult beverage?
More of a whiskey guy, but
okay, bourbon,
no,
scotch.
I'm cool, man. We're good.
No, seriously, we're gonna get those secrets out of you one way or the other.
I can't. I like my job too much.
There you go. Okay, well, very good. Listen, thank you very much. Appreciate, and of course, you've got a whole plethora. You can pan that way. Whole plethora of safety gear, carrying bags, etc. Accessories. No real need to go into a lot of detail on that. But again, thank you very much.
It's my pleasure, guys.
Have a safe trip home.
Thank you. Enjoy.